Alright, I will try to give this the best description as possible without rambling and without going too fast. I'm sitting in the 2012 Infiniti G25. Shop put a new BCM in it because water, the sunroof was leaking and water got in the BCM and the windows started going crazy, blah blah blah. They put a new BCM in it, called me into program. I attempted to do the read-write function through console, which it doesn't support. Read-write fails, doesn't work. I tried it with the Auto, couldn't connect to the network, probably because the read-write function on this BCM isn't supported, which is the case with some of them. In case you don't know, the BCM lives way down there. The water drips down the sunroof, down the rail, into the BCM. Okay. I go in, I try to do a programming event, and there is no programming update. Apparently it comes programmed, but I have to do a configuration because as soon as I put the key in, this little thing over there tells me step on clutch. So I don't have a clutch. Now I got to go get what they call a type ID. I wish I had a picture of it I could show you, but if you go through console into programming, it brings you through this for manual configuration. It says type in the type ID. It's just a 10-digit number, looks like a part number. I call the dealer. The dealer gives me the type ID number. I punch it in. I get a screen that says, I don't know if do I have it on here? I might even have it on here. Let's see. Let's play for a second. Hold on. Download. Let's see. I get a screen that says that when I put the type ID number in. I play around. I tried 100 different ways. It doesn't work. I get a hold of Tweddle. Tweddle's the company that handles Nissan software. I tell them the problem I'm having. Back and forth. They said, you have all the numbers you should need. Everything should work. But it doesn't. I send them screenshots of the number I was using. I send them numbers, the original part numbers, the new part numbers, the software numbers, my type ID numbers. I send them everything along with screenshots. They get back to me. They say, hey, you need to update. Of course, their first answer is update to version 2.10.41. I was only like a version off. I do the update. They give me a master ONC file list to install. I do that. I go through this whole, I uninstall the whole console software, which is over there. I uninstall it because the update didn't seem to want to work. So I do an uninstall, reinstall. I put the ONC file where they tell me to put it. I'm going to tell them where to put it. I go to do it and it fails again with the same exact screen. I go back into the Auto. It's one of our friends says, hey, one of our good friends on one of the chat groups says, oh, you know what, let me back out of this. Says, you know, you should go back. If you go into the Auto, you can do the read-write function. I said, no, I can't. I tried it. It won't connect to the network. This is where you do the online backup with the old module. You do a read, swap the module, do a write. So when they say scan tools don't program, they don't, but they can do a copy and paste on some modules. And as long as the module, as long as it supports it, and as long as the module actually is talking. So this one doesn't support it. I go into coding. I go into manual coding, which is where this one was trying to take me, into manual coding, which is where I put the type ID number. This one does it a little bit differently. There's also two possibilities, depending on the year, make, and model. You may get, see, here's the backup and configuration, the read-write. That doesn't work. We go into manual. Sometimes it'll give you a drop-down menu where you actually manually choose each function. Does it have this? Does it have that? Lumbar seats, folding mirrors, blah, blah, blah. This doesn't have it. This just tells me, hey, give me the type ID number. That number doesn't match what I had. If I go here, it tells you select from the drop-down box. You can't just punch in your own number. You have to select from the drop-down box. Now, I don't remember what it is. I don't have the top of my head, but my type ID doesn't match any of these. Now, what do? Back on the phone back on the email with Tweddle. I'm waiting for them to get back. I said, you know what? I got nothing to lose. This isn't permanent. I'm not going to brick a module. Just configuration. I start going through these one at a time. And just see what happens. I hit that one, and my step on clutch light disappears. I said, no way. I hit the button, car starts. Do a full scan, no codes. I'm actually done by dumb luck and I guess some level of, a lot of friends and some level of experience. And this is what you run into. This is the point of the story. People think you just plug a tool in and hit program and go. I have 3 trips to this shop and about 4 hours into this so far. I'm way behind schedule. I just want to share the nightmare that is programming sometimes, or coding, or what, either and or. Sometimes it's programming and coding and knowing the difference. And if you want to learn the difference, go over to Keith Perkins' site, l1training.com. He does a phenomenal job of teaching us stuff. And get to training, get to class, go to Vision's next week. I'm going, I'll be there. So that's where I'm at. This car is done, other than I'm gonna just make sure that tire pressure light, that might have to be retaught into the car, into the BCM. I'll take care of that, and then I gotta get the heck out of here. That's it, guys. Hope everybody's good, enjoying the slightly warmer weather. Have a good day.